great cape and wrap it around me, and just sit next to like
You
a
look
pub in the
so
shop.
cozy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Aww.
Yeah, he's done this before.
Yeah.
Ralph, are you doing anything? Are you just
Ralph puts his blanket on the floor and then pulls one over him and then just retreats into his shell, and he's kind of like in the like a kind of nook by the trees, like his shell's kind of pushed into it. So hopefully, if anyone was to see it, he'd maybe look like a big rock or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
But he will pop his head out and say, "Wait me on 2 hours for my shift," and just like passes out.
Gaz, you doing anything before your before the long rest?
I'd like to speak to Nyla if I can.
Of course.
Eat this shit, motherfucker.
Before we get to that, then, if you want to take the first watch, if you wish.
Yeah,
that's no problem.
I'll say to Nyla. She goes, "Hey, I was going to take the first watch. I was wondering if you wanted to join."
Yeah, I'll do first watch.
No problem. Nyla, are you doing anything before your first watch?
No.
Nice. Okay.
I'll just
Daphne, are you
take the
doing?
watch.
Yeah. Are you doing anything before your before your long rest?
No, I'm just going to get my cloak over my armor just to try and dull it down so that it's darker than, like, than it is. Trying to hide the light. Like, no, don't come to the light.
Yeah, that is absolutely fine.
And then snuggle in as close as I can without, like, being too weird about it to Ralph. Just so that I'm close to somebody that I care about, because I still am really affected by Nim's death.
Of course.
I don't want to be alone.
Of course, that's totally understandable, Sally. Melgrim, are you doing anything before your long rest?
Well, I thought I was doing first guard, so he's
he's offering.
Aye.
Not a problem. Okay.
I was gonna say I'm gonna kind of look over the guys and be like, "You know magic and all that. Do you know need rest?"
You'll say this quietly to Melvin. I can't really sleep down here. It's not. I don't see that happening.
Oh, it'll happen eventually, whether you like it or not. I'd just rather it not happen in a fight.
Well, I don't know. I can't sleep at the best of times. I definitely can't fall asleep here.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll sit up with you, not realising that he's like clearly want to sit and chat with Nyla. He's got to sit right in between them, silently.
Nyla's just gonna look at him and go, "You do realise you wanted to talk to me, right?"
Oh,
it's fine. I'm cool.
See, you say that's fine.
Yeah,
No,
there's
it's
no rule
not.
to say you can't have free.
You can talk.
There's no.
Yeah.
I'll just get up and say, "Come on, guys, we'll talk over here instead."
Melgrim comes over, sits beside us again.
No.
You can take watches in separate bits. That is fine. Yeah. So as Melgrim sits in the somewhere he was looking for, and then we see Gaz and Nyla as he's kind of walk off. The first watch is yours. Can use all roll me a perception check, please.
Or one with triple advantage.
No, because
Looks like Stein.
21.
I'm going to
Got
go off the
21.
average. Nice.
Looking pretty good here.
I
Now.
did alright there. I got an 18 plus 3.
Yeah, he's got a big old 20.
Nice. Okay. Yep. Okay. As Ronan will have said to you prior, and Daphne will have maybe mentioned in conversation through, the noises are hectic. It is a cacophony of different sounds, noises, creaks, even wind blowing, as we were saying, but nothing out of the ordinary for what you can tell. And that is your first watch. So if you want to have a word with Nyla now, my friend, you certainly can.
He looks around and he kind of like winces at every like loudish sound. I definitely don't see myself getting asleep here. How long have you been down here for? I'm okay. I just don't have much experience down here. Don't have much
Me
experience outside.
I spent the whole time in a cage.
Really? Did
Mhm,
you?
Yeah, I
How
haven't
did
been
you?
down here long.
How did you end up here?
I was captured.
Really? I mean, were you on a ship? Was your crew okay?
I don't know where they've gone. I was just captured. I was unconscious, and then I woke up in one of these cages.
Oh, we we had the similar thing. Did you say that you were like going somewhere in particular, or?
No, we were just going in any direction. We didn't have any plans. Probably the nearest island, and then we do what we usually do and just see what's happening and find some work.
Oh, were you in a kind of like religious group? It looks like you have like robes on. I have kind of monk robes, but I'm not part of any religion or anything like that.
No, I'm not religious. This is just my clothes.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah,
Nice and comfy, easy to move around so I can beat the shit out of people. You
exactly.
know how it is.
There's so much movement.
I know.
Melvin sits silently watching them both do this. What is this?
Some sort of
We're doing
mating
some sort of
ritual.
dance.
Is this how humans do this?
It's like that scene in How I Trained Your Dragon.
Just provide her with a bag of gold that you've mined yourself. Right?
Buy her off
Father's
her father, and it's like sorted.
Fight at least 3 of her brothers.
Then go for a drink afterwards. With the brothers, no her, obviously.
You know how we weren't going for dwarven stereotypes? Aye, well done in that, lads.
That was more like a Scottish stereotype than anything else. Said the gold.
You think we'd stop at only 3 brothers?
Tell your mother to have more children, provide more men for me to fight.
It's mad.
To be fair, well, that depends what book you read. Anyways, sorry, I'm ruining your RP.
That's cool. Everyone seems to be in really high spirits, but I don't really know if we should be. Everything seems a little bit hopeless down here. I mean, even if we do get to the top of the canopy, which is a big F, what then? I mean, isn't it like just going to be as dangerous up there as it is down here? I mean, I don't see a way out of this.
From what I gather, tell me if I'm wrong, you've just lost an important friend, yes?
Yeah, we did.
That's probably why you're feeling like this. You know, you need to grieve your friend, and then things will get better gradually, and you've got the support of your other friends. Things will seem better soon enough.
I am grieving her, and I feel really sad all the time. And everyone else doesn't. They were sad before, but everyone seems to be moving on really quickly, and I'm just not there yet.
Well, some people take longer to grieve than other people. Some people feel more openly, and other people feel, and you can't really tell if the emotions just blank on their face, but inside they're really in a lot of pain.
Yeah, probably.
So some of them could be feeling just as bad or worse than you.
Maybe.
I am sorry for your loss, though.
Thanks, Nyla. That means a lot. I think that's just chill.
Yeah. And after that, the first watch comes to an end, unless Melgrim's want to do anything during his first watch.
He's just mainly sat quietly.
Contemplating.
Yeah, just like, is Vannon dead? Probably.
Good chance.
And basically just thinking, well, we are heading back that way. Hopefully we find them. And just generally thinking of the events and what our odds of survival are, and he's decided it's 4%.
Very reasonable. So the first watch comes to end. We'll say, how long are you going to do the first watch for? You say 3 hours?
For as long as until
Yeah.
Gaz will pass out from sleep deprivation.
That comes up to this point. Gaz, you'll fall asleep before you get a chance to wake whoever's up for the second watch. So it'd be Nyla and Melgrim who is taking the second watch. Well, guess who's waking you up, Ralph? Yeah.
Yeah, he just like basically like hits the top of your shell like with a knock.
That's how I'd expect it. I kind of crawl my feet, and before I let Melvin go to sleep, I put my hand on his shoulder and say, "Yeah, you were right. I did not think of Vanning before. I was too focused on them. But I might be able to contact him through a spell once we are safe, much like I did with Captain Kimmy, who I believe is also lost to us. But with your blessing, I will try and contact Vanning."
He's gonna like stroke his chin, and it's like, suppose I don't want him dying. I wouldn't want to be stuck in here myself.
So, Melgrim, I've given you a hard time here, and perhaps reacted harshly. I've lost too many people too quickly. I'm sorry for much of what I've done, but I cannot stop doing this until we are finished. So I will watch your back and make sure you're safe if you will allow it. If you don't, then I won't. But from here on out, I will make sure you're safe to the best of my ability. You should get some rest.
Melgrim's definitely not getting any rest after that.
Insight check me if you want.
Yeah,
I'm actually going to insight check him.
Yeah, that is totally believable. Yeah, you would definitely do that.
Insight check. I give you guidance on your insight.
I will resist the guidance.
Wisdom save to beat a 15 to resist guidance.
Is he actually going to do it?
I've seen resist a health bill.
He's done it before and it was hilarious. That's why. Wisdom, come on, do a wisdom save. Ha! You get guidance.
Damn it!
Force David.
You don't know what to think about that, Melgrim. He's you've had some barmies in your time, and it's probably the first time you've seen him as not honest, as sorrowful and mindful of your feelings. That just gives you chills. Oh, that's strange. This shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
But, however, you sit down, you try and get some rest. We'll say that you do. Well, you will end up getting your rest. Ralph and Daphne, if you want to make me perception checks just to see for how your watch goes.
You lady guide me on this.
We'll say Sejanus will sleep through because he is fucked.
I have scored.
Probably a
15.
choice.
Got 11.
It doesn't go uneventfully, but I will let you know when it does. So if there's anything you want to RP or anything at this point, you certainly can, or we can go straight to the event.
Well, just before Daphne, I'm glad you made it through all this. Can you believe we thought we were stuck in that tree earlier on? It turned out we were just out in the open. I must have got hit in the head on the way down. We had gas shooting the ground. I thought I had baby turtles.
I know, it was such a crazy time, but now look at us sat on this tree, having had a good sleep, doesn't it? It just seems so much better and brighter now.
I haven't got any spell slots left, but I'm sure they're coming. We couldn't possibly live for so long without any spells. That would be mourned if someone was watching us. But I jest. This was a hell of a day. I really thought they were going to sell us as slaves, and it turned out they wanted to drop us on the ground. That seems like a weird